Hey, how you guys doing? So the fourth episode was released, so let's go ahead and go over the results. I had you guys rate your favorite girl after watching the episode number 1 and your least favorite 11. So it's going to be interesting to see how this changes this time. And of course, the poll looks the same every single time. So if you're wondering why it showed just season 1, episode 1. So now let's take a look at the episode results after the third episode, which was from last time's videos. Link in the description if you want to watch. And we had Setsun winning because it was Setsuna's episode, and that has been the trend. Will the trend continue? We'll have to see. But we, of course, had all the other girls who got their episodes still doing pretty well, while the girls who were not getting their episodes struggling really far behind, especially Shiriko, which most anime watchers still kind of don't know about her. But we have a lot of like Emma, Shizuku, and Kanata still struggling, but of course this one is Ai's episode. Let's see how the fact that it's Ai's episode and a lot of time was focused on reflects in the results. So a lot of the back is pretty similar. Shiriko doing really bad, but Yu actually drops really far behind. And then we have Emma moving up a bit, and then we have Setsuna dropping all the way back to 6th. Even though her episode was just last, we actually did have a tie for 3rd place, which is Kasumi and Ayumu, and we actually have Ai winning the episode, but we actually do see Rina jump up a bit. So let's take a look at the poll results, which is shown right here, and 183 voters, and we have Ai winning with 52 of the 183 votes giving her first place. So the trend keeps going. The episode that focused on certain girl would result in being number 1 for most people here. And I mean, a lot of people do like Ai, so I guess that's not too much of a surprise. But she definitely was struggling because she didn't get any time to be really focused on, so having the whole episode focusing on her really did help her in the rankings. And we have you actually dropping really far behind, which is quite of a extreme drop, but I mean the fact that she probably won't ever sing will probably hurt her in the long run in terms of the how people think about her. So yeah, of course Shiriko's still doing bad. Shizuku's in desperate need of an episode. Emma's gonna get her episode next, so while she's in 7th, I do expect a decent jump for her. We have Ayumu still doing pretty dang well here. And we have Kasumi getting a tie, still doing very well. And Rina did pretty well here because I guess Rina did get a little bit more exposure because she was tied in with Ai. So I guess that kind of explains why she ended up improving here. And she got 2nd, which is still pretty good and a pretty big increase for her. And I guess my biggest surprise was Setsuna dropping all the way back to 6th. That's quite of an extreme drop. Her episode was just, the last episode here. So having just her drop so much literally after episode is quite shocking. But I guess you dropping all the way back there was also another kind of a shock here. So I guess she's not the only one here. And we still have Kana doing pretty dang well here with 5th. Yes, she got a little more exposure time, I guess, than some other girls here. But that's still pretty good considering she hasn't had her episode yet. So we'll have to see how that changes in the future. We have a good guess of how it might go, but for right now we just know for sure it's going to be Emma's episode next. So let's take a look at the results over all the episodes here. And of course, I decided to bold and put a little box around the episode. So if that episode was their episode, so for Ayumu we had season 1 episode 1, Kasumi was season 1 episode 2, so you can line it up to see how well they did on their episode. And so far, yellow meaning first place. Everyone has basically been the best girl for that episode, which I guess is fine, but we'll have to see, more importantly, how people think about them after the episode. So of course we have Shiriko just still getting destroyed here and devastated, but overall we still have like Kasumi and Ayumi still doing very well. Overall, Ayumi has been the best girl so far, and Kasumi being the 2nd best girl. Setsuna's still doing pretty well, even though she has those kind of gaps. We have episode 2 and 4 where she kind of really falls back, but she's still being overall the 3rd best girl. And now Ai has just skyrocketed so much here now that she actually got some exposure, and now she's already the overall 4th best girl, so that's helping her a lot. But we'll have to see Emma, because she has been in the last 4 places in these all the episodes really here. So she's definitely been struggling, and she's in desperate need of some help here, especially with Shizuku, who needs it even more, and Kanata. So we'll have to see how people think, because it will be a massive improvement to her if she gets 1st place. So we'll have to see how that shifts people's opinions for her. So of course, one of the big things that could really help her is her solo song. So if people tend to really like it, it could make her skyrocket in the rankings and potentially keep her there. Now the question is it going to be more like her evergreen song, or is it going to be more like I don't know without which that one, using her deeper voice, has really convinced people of her worth and her singing abilities, and just really transformed people's opinions on her. So we'll have to see if she is going to sing like that, or more like the original, which is going to be more focused on the nature-loving self, which is not as much loved. But anyways, if you are interested in overall statistics, this is the demographics of everyone here that voted, so if you're curious. And thank you guys to all who participated. Here is all the people who participated in this. Thank you guys to everyone who participated. I really do appreciate it. And if you want to be one of those people, go ahead and vote into the 5th episode poll, which is going to open up on Saturday after the episode airs. So there will be a link in the description below. And here, of course, is a bunch of comments of people who explained why they liked or their overall rankings here. So of course there's a lot of people explaining it. So if you're curious to see why some people might have voted a certain way. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll have to see how the episode for Emma will really reflect on Emma's rankings to see if she drastically improves or just improves a little bit. Overall, everyone has won, considering it was their episode, so I guess trends will say Emma's going to win. Will that be true? We'll have to see, but it might very much be the case. Well, I'm very curious to see what her solo song is, depending on which style's going to be more like it. But overall, I think she will definitely improve. I's episode was actually pretty enjoyable for me as well. Although I'm not always necessarily the biggest fan of all of I's music, I think she did a pretty good job. And I really do love her personality, so I'm happy to see I do very well. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and make sure you watch episode 5. Thank you guys for watching, and hope to catch you guys in another video soon.